Okay, so let's go over our assignment today quickly. Um, Today we'll be writing a paragraph or an email to a friend or a family member about a trip that you took through the solar system. We're going to imagine that you just came back from a trip through the solar system and you're so excited to tell your mom or dad or friend about all the things that you saw. So today we're going to write an email about two planets that you want to write about, two planets that you saw on your trip. So you will pick two planets to write about. You will talk about two similarities and two differences of those planets. So you'll compare and contrast them. Does anybody know what a similarity is? Let's look at the word. The root word is similar. So a similarity is very good, Jenny. Yes, it's how they are the same. It's how they are similar. Excellent. Or not the same, but almost the same, right? Yes. Okay. And you'll also write about which planet of the two that you chose. You'll talk about which planet you like the most and why. And for that, you need to provide at least one supporting detail. You need to tell one reason why you like that planet more than the other one. Okay? So let's think for a moment. If you could go through the solar system and see any two planets, which ones would you want to see? Anybody? Yes, Stephen. Very good. You would like to see Mercury and Venus, right? Very good. And you want to see, or you like Mercury the most. Why? Because it's smaller and, oh, it's very close to the sun, so you can see the sun up close, right? That would be hot, right? Very good. That's a good example. Excellent job. So let's think about that. How are Mercury and Venus different? What's one difference between those two? Yes, Sean? Mm, you would think that Mercury would be hotter, right? Because it's closest to the sun, but it's not. Which one's the hottest? Right, very good. Excellent, Annie. It's Venus. Why is Venus hotter than Mercury? That's strange, right? Yes, very good. Because the atmosphere around Venus has a greenhouse effect. Right, we talked about that last week, remember? The gases trap the heat and make the planet hotter. Very good. Okay, so today, before we write our email, we're going to do some pre-writing. Remember, we've done pre-writing in the past. Today, we're going to do something a little bit different. We're going to make a mind map. Does anybody know what a mind map is? Yes, Sean? Right, exactly. It's when you make a picture almost, right? And you show how different ideas are connected to each other. Very good. So we're going to do that using Poplet today. We've used Poplet a few times in class, so this should be very familiar to you. But we'll go over one example together on the screen, on the board today, before you make one of your own. So you'll get to practice. So let's do that first. Everybody, make sure that your iPads are put away for right now. You'll have a chance to make your own Poplet later, but for right now, we're going to make one together on my screen. Okay? So please put those away for right now. Put your hands up when they're away. Okay. Yes, good. Hands up. Excellent. Okay. So now I'll bring up the Poplet on my screen so you can see what it looks like here. Okay, one moment, please. Okay, and ta-da! Okay, can everybody see this? Okay, I'll make it a little bit bigger so it's easy to see. How's that? Okay, very good. So today for our example, we're going to compare asteroids and comets. Okay, before we go on, let's just stop and are there any questions about the assignment we're doing today? How many sentences does it have to be? Very good. We will actually talk about that in just a little bit. I'm going to have a rubric for you to know exactly what you need to do with your essay or with your paragraph today, and that will be on there. Good. So just wait for just a little bit. Any questions about using Poplet? Has anybody had trouble using it before? Right. Okay, good. It's very simple. And remember, as you're doing your own Poplet today, you can always ask for help. Remember to ask your neighbor first and see if they can help you. And if they can't, raise your hand and I will come around and help you today. Okay, very good. Okay, so let's go into our example. Today for the example, we're going to compare asteroids and comets. So let's start with the differences. How are asteroids and comets different? Yes, Stephen, excellent. Comets are icy. Very good. So remember, to make a new bubble, a new popple, I click twice. Ta-da! Now I can type here. Very good. Comets are icy. So now I can take this little button here and drag and drop. And now that supporting detail is connected to my main idea here, comets. The nice thing about mind maps is it shows you how different ideas are connected. And that's important when you write. When you want to write a very well organized piece, you want to know how everything's connected. So this will help you with that. Okay, so if comets are icy, what are asteroids? What is an adjective we can use to describe them? They are rocky. Yes, excellent. Good job, Kitty. That's one of the words we had for homework last night, right? Very good. Rocky. Okay. Okay, so what's another way that asteroids and comets are different? Let's think of another difference. Very good. Yes, asteroids can be very big, right? Can be very big. Comets usually aren't that big, right? Okay. And so if asteroids are very big, comets are small. Very good. Okay, very good. Which one has a tail? Do you remember? Yes, comets have a tail. Very good. We'll put that down here. Let's see, have a tail. Okay. Very good. Excellent. Okay. And we can say over here, they don't have a tail. Okay, so now we have 3 ways they're different. Awesome, we're set. So now let's think about ways that they are similar. I'm going to zoom out a little bit here. Move this around a little bit. What ways are they the same? Okay, good. They both orbit the sun. Excellent. Okay, it's getting crowded here, right? Orbit the sun. Very good. Okay. Now remember, you can change the colors of these popples, the little bubbles too. So I'm going to make the similarities blue because I want those to stand out. Okay. I'm also going to connect these to my main ideas because I want to show that these are things that they both have in common. Okay, let's move these around a little bit. What's another way that asteroids and comets are similar? Okay, they're not planets. Excellent. Okay, not planets. Very good. Okay, and you can notice here I'm not using complete sentences in my mind map, right? And that's okay when you're doing a mind map, but you always want to remember to use complete sentences when you're writing your paragraph. It's okay to use incomplete sentences here, but you want to use a complete sentence with your paragraph, right? Okay, so now we have a mind map. Are there any questions? All right, excellent. So now you get to try.